two journalists at Sky News found that they had been deep-faked with their voices, their visuals, their faces. And Sky News put out this Sunday expose, which I thought was sort of... I felt sorry for Sky News at the same time as being quite amused by this, because it's like, if you know anything about the UK media, Sunday is your day. Sunday is the day for scandals and exposés and, the MP's expenses scandal, or, News of the World used to put like some footballer's been shagging hookers or something, always on the front page of the Sunday papers, right? And Sky News have gone with a similar approach. It's like, we'll put it out on Sunday. So that's when everyone's at home, everyone's got time to read it, digest it, get online, blah, blah, blah. So they put it out on Sunday, and in like minutes of putting this thing on, they just press post. Boom, out goes your expose. This is a career maker, guys. The first time that journalists have been deep faked. And within minutes, the fucking Pope dies. It's just like carpet bombed coverage everywhere. Like, who got deep faked? Was it the Pope? Oh, well, then nobody cares. It should be a big story because journalists, guys, have been deep faked and made to say that they were interviewing somebody who had won $500 million on a mobile, or maybe it was pounds, £500 million on a mobile game, and they had bought their dream car. Which, I know that they say that they cater, like the people behind these scams, they say that they cater them for the stupid, don't they? Like they deliberately construct them to be like for people that are a bit dim who would still believe that. But that should set off alarm bells, I would have thought, You got deep fakes of people saying that they had won £500 million on a mobile game. 500 million. And they had bought their dream car. Like if you won £500 million, that's like $500 million. Would your flex on TV really just be, I've finally been able to buy my dream car, right? I mean, would it? If you won $500 million, I'd be buying an island. I'd be like, fuck your car. I'm buying a $40 million private jet. I'm helicoptering into London and back once a week. Christ. I've won $500 million, Have you? Jesus Christ. Yeah, that's right. And with my $500 million, I'm finally in a position to get that conservatory that I've always wanted. Yeah, I suppose, I suppose you are in a position. It's not going to be a problem for you. It says, in the video, which was watched by at least 250,000 people on Facebook, like how? How? 250,000 people watched this video, watched this scam. That's what always weirds me the fuck out with these things. Is like, how are 750,000 people seeing these shitty ads? I just don't understand the marketing technique. What are they? Like, I don't want to sound like I'm, trivializing people getting scammed or anything. But honestly, I think the takeaway for all of us here is that it is humbling to see that I'm coming second in the numbers to obviously faked video scams. They're all tuning into this shit. It's a hit with the internet, this content. Like, here I am desperately trying to build a following, desperately trying to become some sort of a skatey satirical web star. Meanwhile, the entire internet is like, yeah, I like your stuff, mate. I like the paper reviews. But to be honest, if I had to choose, if I had to pick something to watch, I would definitely go with the fake Apple giveaway advert with the lady with the bad karate overdub lips. But I like your stuff, mate. I like your stuff. It goes deep fake videos of Sky News, then the Miracle Grow advert, and then you. It's like, you're in there. You are. It's just, everybody likes what they like, don't they? Don't look at me like that, Tate. All right? 750,000 people. 750,000 people can't be wrong. It says in the video, which was watched by at least a quarter of a million people. I mean, not that that's much better. It was watched by 250,000 people. I was talking to an AI-generated version of Sky News presenter Matt Barbette, who spoke in an Australian accent, despite being from North Wales. So it wasn't a proper deepfake, then. Like if they used somebody else's voice, an Australian guy's voice. But it could be. It could have been a proper deepfake of his voice also. And I mean that. Like I've been messing around with some technologies over the weekend, and it is 100% possible now to deepfake people with how they look and how they talk and get them to say pretty much anything you like. So this story, this is like the light version. On the bottom of the screen was a poor imitation of the Sky News breaking news strap, pixelated and in the wrong font. Two things on this. First, this is the sort of thing where they say that the scamsters do this stuff deliberately, like deliberately shit, right? Like pixelated, wrong font, it says. Because if you fall for this, as illegitimate as it looks, then you're probably stupid enough to go for the actual con, which actually makes it sort of ironically very clever, right? Because it's no good pulling in somebody like me, right, with your perfectly presented and recreated indistinguishable fake with a good logo in PNG format, lossless image, and maybe with the guy's actual voice instead of an Australian accent. No, it's better to pull in somebody with an IQ below 70 who can't differentiate between the Sky News logo and a similar thing with the correct colours but the wrong shades and not quite the right Sky font. In fact, it actually looks a little bit more like Comic Sans. It's no good luring me in. I could ring the alarm bell. I could expose the whole thing on you. So it's a way of filtering out the time wasters, isn't it? The scamsters are like, we've put 10 grand of our own money into this thing. We don't want some clever clogs going into the scam and exposing it. So you don't want to, just being really clear about this, boss. You don't want a believable Sky News logo. No, that would cast the net too wide. We only explicitly want the type of moron who would be fooled by this fucking nonsense. Right. Okay. Well, Comic Sans and Wingdings it is. The boss is like, right. Yes, yeah, that one, right there. Yes, use that. That's the shitty one. Use that. Make it pixelated. Use the wrong font. Get a paid ad on Amazon so that this scam appears right next to rubber cutlery. Maybe you can have it surface on Google search results, like if the person puts in a particular search term, like Mrs. Brown's Boys or Peter Kay tickets. Then they see this advert, they see our scam. That's the kind of demographic we're looking for. That is your market. Off you go. Just another